Hello everybody, I'm back finally with yet another video. Sorry I haven't been recording lately, but I haven't really had the time to be recording because everybody's been in the house and I like to record my videos when nobody is here. If you hear noises in the background, by the way, it's my little brother. My little brother I don't really care about, but I don't want my mom or dad here while I'm filming videos. And if you hear snoring, that's my dogs. One of them is staring at me like I'm crazy right now. He's plotting to kill me. And I really hope my hair didn't look ratchet when I turned to the side. I did just wash it, so it is kind of nappy. But anyways, someone requested that I do a video. Let me look up her name really quickly. I believe it was Christina. She requested that I do a video, and she asked me about GFriend. I'm sorry if I watched the wrong video because I just watched the video right before I did the video. I hope the glass bead was the one that you wanted me to watch. But basically, she wanted me to watch the video and talk about whether or not she felt like they were plagiarizing other girl groups. And if you haven't watched GFriend's, I really hope I'm saying the name right, because Lord knows with K-pop groups, they just like to go off on tangents when it comes to pronouncing names. But anyways, if you haven't watched the Glass Beat video, then I'm going to put it in the description box. So watch that video before you watch this video, because it is going to be useful for you to do that. And basically the overall question was whether or not I felt like they were plagiarizing other girl groups. And the answer to that question very simply is no. Me in general, I don't like the word plagiarism in general, because when I think plagiarism, I think something that is exactly head to toe, exactly like whatever else it can be compared with. Like, and I hate to call her out because I love her to death. She's my ultimate K-pop bias. Like Hyori and her album, that was plagiarism. Because the songs were exactly the same, but the difference was her songs were in Korean and the other people's songs were mostly in English. Like, that is plagiarism. If it's exactly the same, bit after bit after bit after bit, that is plagiarism. One girl group wearing the same outfit as another group in a video is not plagiarism to me. Like, I hate it when people say, oh, they're plagiarizing this, they're copying off of this. No. And then another big reason why I don't like saying that is because these girl groups, yeah, they may be the first people you have seen who have done stuff like this, but they did not originate this. And with GFriend in general, with Glass Bead, just to go back as an example, a lot of people were saying that they were copying off of SNSD Into the New World. Well, SNSD aren't the first girl groups who have done, you know, a schoolgirl type of concept. If that's the case, then SNSD has copied off of pretty much any debuting Japanese girl group. Because when I was watching GFriend's video, the first thing I thought was of a Japanese girl group, because they tend to do the schoolgirl theme more than Korean girl groups do. And in particular, especially like with the lighting and everything of that video, it's one of the 48 girl groups. There was some video that they did, and if you know the video, please put it in the comment box, because I did like the song, and I can't remember what the heck it was called. I just remember there was a butterfly going upstairs, and there were like little girls playing, and then all of a sudden it switches off, and the girls are like dancing in the school, and they were in schoolgirl uniforms. But it was one of those 48 girl groups. I know that, but I can't remember what the song was called. That video was what I thought when I was watching GFriend's video. I didn't think of any other K-pop girl group except A-Pink. I did think of My a little bit, but that was about it. But do I think that it was plagiarism or to the point where they need to be called out for not being unique? No. Because even when I was listening to the song and watching the video, I'm like, oh, they're a little different. Because usually when cutesy girl groups, you know, do their debuting thing, when they're dancing, they're just... You know, there's not really like life to their moves. They're just like dancing. I mean, you know, they're smiling and they're cute and they're this and they're that, but they aren't really like giving forth energy. And then when that third week of promotion comes around, that turns into fuck all of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, like you can tell that they're just done with everything. With GFriend, I didn't get that vibe, and they were doing like legit choreography to me. Like they're dope girls. Like that's how I feel. I feel like give it about another 2 comebacks and they could be some dope chicks, like for real. And look, something tells me all of them. If anybody in that group is over 18, I would genuinely be shocked. I would genuinely be shocked because all of them look like they are 14 or 15 years old. Which was crazy to me because usually you don't see people that young in K-pop anymore, but the cutesy comeback and the concepts of cutesiness are making a comeback because of A-Pink. So I wouldn't be shocked if there are like baby groups that are coming out and creepy ass grown men who are going to all their concerts and screaming like they're fucking crazy. Wouldn't shock me at all. But back to the topic at hand. Do I feel like it's plagiarism? No. I don't like the word plagiarism. If it's not exactly like something else, then don't call it plagiarism. Because at the end of the day, the group that you're comparing this plagiarizing group to probably didn't originate the concept in the first place. That was like when people said that Spica plagiarized 2NE1 when they did their Killer video because there was a gate in the damn video. Okay, 2NE, and then in general, granted, I love 2NE1. And Blackjacks, do not take this the wrong way, but some of y'all get on my damn nerves because y'all act like 2NE1 are the originators of everything and that they are the embodiment of originality, when really they're not. I mean, are 2NE1 different from a lot of other K-pop girl groups? Yes. Are they the originators of a lot of things, and are they really as unique as a lot of people compare them to be? No. In my opinion, they're not. Because everything that 2NE1 has done in the means of K-pop, other people haven't done it, but I've seen the stuff other places. Like, you can pick and choose, you know, something that 2NE1 has done, and you could compare it to black culture. You could compare it arguably to something that Madonna's done. There's a little bit of Lady Gaga influence, maybe. So they're not the embodiment of originality that people try to make them out to be. And when people bring up the slightest, like, when a girl group is debuting and they have a unique concept that's not like other girl groups who are debuting at that time, people love to compare them to 2NE1, and I hate that because it's like, you all say that you want unique girl groups, you want strong girl groups, but when you get that, you decide to pick them apart and you decide to just tear them down when they're pretty much giving you what you said that you wanted. And I don't know if that's just people liking to bitch all the time, or if it's just easier to downgrade a woman than it is to downgrade a boy group, but it's just ridiculous to me. And if we're going to keep it totally honest, most of the girl groups I've seen debuted have been 10 times better than most of the boy groups. Because most of the boy groups I've seen debuted have had the exact same sound. I cannot distinguish any of their songs from each other because it sounds exactly the same. And it's the same stuff over and over and over again. That's why I went as hard as I did for BAP when they first came out, because they gave me something different. Because at that time, every debuting guy group was pretty much exactly the same. But I wouldn't call it plagiarizing, I just call it unoriginality. And if you really want to take it there with GFriend, then fine, because maybe there is a little bit of unoriginality there. Like I said, you've seen the stuff with A-Pink, you've seen it with Japanese girl groups. But to me, they gave something a little more that made me interested in them, other than the fact that they're all pretty girls. And I'm excited to see more of what they're going to do in the future. And I will be keeping up with their releases. So, all in all, way to just lick your bowl in the middle of my video. But anyways, all in all, do I feel it's plagiarism? No. Don't like the word. Like I said, if it's not exactly like something, the thing that you're comparing it to me it's not plagiarism. Like, period, point blank. I mean, I don't really know what else there is to say. Like, just because a girl wears the same shirt as another girl in a girl group doesn't mean that it's plagiarism. Like, so what? Just because a girl does a photo shoot that another model did about 20 years ago doesn't mean it's plagiarism. Who knows? She may have been influenced by the photo shoot, so she decided to put that forward. And that's another thing. I don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, so I can't really say it's plagiarism or it's not, especially when it doesn't sound like or look like anything else that's been done, or at least exactly frame by frame like something else that's been done. So, I don't know, the whole plagiarism thing is just ridiculous to me. I don't like how K-pop fans like to just knock another girl group in order to support another girl group. It really annoys me. If you're really down for female empowerment in K-pop and you really want to see these girls succeed, then at least support all girl groups and at least just see the good in them, and don't try to knock another girl group down in order to put another girl group up. Because in general, that's a problem even with society in general. It's like two women can't succeed at the same time. It always has to be one or nothing. And I don't agree with that. And no, GFriend was not plagiarism. Have a great day.